My flight just got delayed like 6 hours. Basically, they're waiting to tell us at 2 a.m. if the pilots are gonna want to fly, so we'll see what happens there. So my day went from really bad to really good. I was just told that basically the property that I wanted to hunt, the new landowner that moved in, he's from Maine and he's gonna hunt that area. And there's a giant 10 point and then a huge 8 or 9 point, or 10 point, but he's very at tight rack deer. So unfortunately, not gonna probably be able to hunt that spot. But then I was a little discouraged, and I'm like, I've had this place that I've been trying to get permission 2 to 3 years. It's quite a distance from my home. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to try again. And I went and knocked on the door. Nobody answered. The ring went off on the doorbell. And the wife answers over the ring and goes, hey, who is this? I go, hey, my name's Kyle. I was hoping to talk to your husband. And she was like, oh, like, he's sick right now, or on the phone, like, probably don't want to talk to him. And I just talked to her, and basically he came down and he had a cold and stuff, so I didn't want to take too much of his time. But I'm like, hey, do you remember me from last year? I was on the edge of their property looking for antlers. And he was like, oh yeah, I remember you. How are you, Kyle? I was like, good. I was like, hey, just wanted to check, see if you guys would let me hunt. I know you guys were saying they're overpopulated and stuff, but you've never let anybody hunt for the last 12 years. He said yes. They haven't let anyone on. There's over 1,000 acres. So, huge blessing. Well, I'm getting breakfast right now. It's 5:40 in the morning. Then we got quite a drive to get there for like an hour, half an hour before sunrise. Yeah, it is cold. It's like 5 degrees out, so it's gonna be miserable. But you gotta do things, crazy things for big bucks. All right, boys, let's get a deer. Come on, hoping. Due to the fact I had never had access to this property, I had to e-scout and know where they were gonna come out. I was not exactly dialed at first, but I was able to learn very quickly where these deer were going to start coming from. The problem I ran into was I was perfect on my analysis of where the does would be, but not quite where the bucks would come to, which I later found out from the caretaker of the property. I've seen a lot of deer, but no bucks. At least there might have been one buck, but I got 2 does coming right for me.
I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it, you know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it, go on and
Although these does rarely get hunted on this property, they were extremely smart because they knew every single part of their property. They knew what looked out of place, even if they couldn't smell me when they tried with my scent lock on. They kept staring and staring, trying to pick me out, but never could. I could tell the mature doe was super frustrated that the fawn in her couldn't figure out what I was. By 9 a.m., the floodgates opened, and about 25 does entered the field and surrounded me, crunching the snow. Normally I would be tracking with the snow that there was, but it was far too crunchy and old, so I had to take my stance and slow down and sit on the field edge just for a little bit. I can hear deer. There's a bunch of beds, but they're all different sizes. So they're definitely does, but I don't know which group. Look at that rub. It's pretty high up. I always check the backside just in case. Looks like he's got a tight rack. It barely nicks it. But you never know. There's not any deep tine marks. It could be a small buck. They're feeding on all the acorns. A whole bunch of them. So what these deer have learned over time is if they move and then they stay still, if they see someone walking, then they just stop and they just make sure that a predator doesn't see them. So I acted like I didn't see these deer. I just kept walking until I was in shooting range. So I kept walking the field edge, acting like I was someone just walking on the property, which they often do, and the caretaker does. So I just kept walking, even though I saw the deer, just making sure I'm within range. So I keep walking, acting like I'm not seeing them, and then I turned, and you'll see what happens next. Got her. Oh, she got up. Got her. Oh, she got up. Well, let's reload. Step one, don't do that. Shot it in about the thickest crap possible. Where she was standing. Here. Not seeing any blood, which is not a good sign. And she fell like 3 times. Where the heck did she go? Well, I found that. That's it. It fell 3 times. Well, I'm on the way to the freaking car. There's blood. Blood. So it made it out of the thicket. Where the fuck did it go? I don't know what that is. It's like line. There's a deer. Wonder if that's it. Might have to shoot it again. it is 6:05 in the morning, and we're gonna go back and look for this deer. Not exactly what you want to have happen, but I have bumped it. Not used to gun hunting because I'm straight. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm used to bow hunting, always backing out. So the gun, I was like, oh, I don't need to back out. Wrong. Yeah, I've never had a deer at the gun not die right away. So that's interesting. So yeah, we'll figure it out. In all seriousness, we are gonna go look for that buck or the deer, and then maybe we'll go track for the 10 point. We'll see. There's a lot of blood. We may have bedded down again. Oh, a coyote's chasing my deer. Not good. Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't dejected that I just injured a deer, especially when I hit it perfect. Well, obviously I didn't hit perfect, but in the film it looks like it. I don't understand. I mean, I did everything right. I settled my shot, and I got it where I wanted it. I don't understand. I mean, that thing fell 3 times, mule kick, and just ran half a mile and a half. I don't understand. And a coyote pushed it, but I don't know. I guess I could have backed out immediately instead of tracking it a little bit. But I mean, it was bleeding like buckets. So it's like, oh, it'll be dead. Nope. You gotta be kidding me. Baby, come here. Come here. daily report. Today we saw 10 does, no bucks. I don't know where the big boys are. I haven't hunted this late ever, so we'll see. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry it didn't end the way that I wanted, but here's the new merch that I put out. Go click on the link in the description if you want it.